Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight's stories include: we spoke to Denise Thatcher about the summer school program, renovations that have begun on the St. John's Central High School, and we visited the Greenhouse Project. These stories plus community events, the BBS Playbill, Off the Rack, and more coming up after this.
Participation, finding solutions. Getting active is easy. And Canada's Physical Activity Guide shows just how easy it is. Rosella chooses to go skating with her daughter Letitia. They're having fun, and they're also enjoying the benefits of physical activity.
Physical activity is one of the ways in which we have so much fun together.
Rosella's solution is a participation solution. Try it.
The St. John's Central High School has made available again this year the summer school program. We spoke to Denise Thatcher about the program. We have with us this afternoon Denise Thatcher. She's one of the tutors for our summer program. Denise, how many students are enrolled in the summer school program this year?
Well, this year there are 11 students enrolled in various courses.
Okay, from what grades?
From grades 8 to 12.
8 to 12.
Yeah.
Do they come back on their own, or is it they're recommended by a teacher? How does it go?
Well, if you feel a course, it's generally advised that you come back and do summer school. You can write a SOP if you want in September, but it's always easy if you come back and get a little bit of extra help. But nobody has to. It's not mandatory. It's optional. So if a student feels that they'd rather improve the grade like this, they can come back, but they don't have to. It's no choice.
So, for example, if I was in grade 9 and I got 50 on language, is my choice if I comes back, or the teachers could say, well, you should go back, and then I write an exam when?
It's right in the middle of August.
Okay, so that would be an exam that the teacher would make up?
Teacher would make up, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that if their mark improve, obviously that will be their mark. Okay, if the marks stay the same, obviously it will be the same mark, obviously, right? Okay, so what are the main courses that you're offering?
We're offering like 16 courses this year. Well, none of them are really main because most of the classes only have maybe 1 or 2 people, so it's pretty spread like that. But there's a lot of courses offered from like math and science and language in grade 8, all through up to, you know, 3rd level language and things like that. So it's pretty varied sort, because you have math and science and all kinds of different stuff.
Depending obviously on what the students needed. Okay. So how many days a week can a student take advantage of your program?
Well, the courses are offered Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And they have Fridays off because, you know, nobody wants to go to school on Fridays.
From when to when each day?
Classes are from 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock.
And you're doing an instruction period from 9 to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Each class has 1 period a day for 4 days.
Okay. Are you just a tutor, only tutor?
No, there are further tutors, Wesley Green, George Roxon, and Leona Sims, who also tutor courses and do the same thing.
Okay, so do you have each of you sit up on a particular subject?
Well,
Like
yeah, we each have our certain subjects that we teach,
Yeah.
but each of us has like, we do have an array, like nobody does like all the sciences. Remember, Wesley does all the math, but most of the other courses are, you know, different.
Okay. Now, you already answered who was eligible for a summer school program. Is there a deadline to register? For example, if someone decided, well, I didn't do all that good on math, now I wants to go and do it.
Well, the deadline for registration was a couple of weeks ago. However, if a student comes to us now and wants to take a course, we'll do our best to accommodate that student.
Okay. So how are things going?
Things are going well.
Yeah.
Yep, everything's going smoothly. There hasn't been like much absenteeism or anything like that. Been no problems. Everything seems to be going quite well.
What about now the fact that there's renovations going on? Is that a distraction?
Well, that's annoying. More so than a distraction with the noise and stuff. That hasn't caused any major problems either, because that's all downstairs. The only main thing we hear is maybe some, you know, random hammering or something like that.
Okay. Well, thanks for speaking with us.
Thank you.
Renovations to the St. John's Central High School to make room for all of our students are well underway. When we visited on Tuesday of this week, the wiring in the IA room has been disconnected from the floor receptacles, and in the Ohm Ec room, all 6 of the stoves have been disconnected. These kitchen cabinets on this side of the home ec room will be removed. These two islands will be removed also to make way for the four stoves. Two new doors have been installed at the north entrance. Now these doors can be opened from both sides. The lab has also undergone some changes. For example, the sinks and the tables have been removed. Plans are in place for these shelves to have doors with locks. The adult drop-in center has now been turned into 2 classrooms. But the petition has been completed and just needs to be painted, and the doors have also been installed. This washroom has been made bigger to accommodate the handicapped students. South Coast Construction has been hired to put in a new sewer line for the washrooms in the IA room, but they discovered that there was already one there. We will keep you updated about the ongoing renovations planned for the school. We visited the greenhouse again on Wednesday of this week. As you can see, these plants are growing by leaps and bounds. This type of tomato is called the thrust, and now there are approximately 8 pounds of tomatoes per plant. The consultant for coastal growers, Jim Kaiser, from the Dewdrop Gardens in Nova Scotia, gave this greenhouse 2 thumbs up. Mr. Kaiser was very impressed with the growth of the plants. Mr. Kaiser himself has just been inspected and has been classed one of the best growers in Canada. Leonard Porter told us that they do have buyers for the products and hopes to harvest near the end of July. If you haven't paid the greenhouse a visit, please do so. You will be very impressed with the project. What's his name, Jim? Stay tuned for more of This Week in Review coming up after this.
Participation, finding solutions. Rosella's challenge, finding time for her daughter Letitia.
As a single parent, I think one of the toughest things is whether or not the relationship that you have with your child is as concrete or as solid as you think that it is. Physical activity is one of the ways in which we have so much fun together.
Rosella got some great ideas from Canada's Physical Activity Guide.
What it says to me is get up off your duff and go for a walk. People get to see how should I block in physical activity in my life. When we're out playing, we're interacting and laughing and having a great time. I think it cements the relationship.
The guide will help you make wise choices about physical activity. For your free copy of Canada's Physical Activity Guide, call 1-888-334-9769. Participation says, try it.
On Thursday of this week, we spoke to Amanda Amon, the student placement worker, about the Odd Job Squad. We have with us in our studio this afternoon Amanda Amon. Amanda is the student placement worker. Welcome to our studio, Amanda.
Thank you, Marie.
You got your Odd Job Squad organized for this year?
Yes, I do. This year there's 23 students, including 4 post-secondary, 6 level 2s, and 8 or 9 level 3 students.
Okay. So again, this year you'll be organizing TV bingos and anything else?
Yes. This year we got our group divided into 2 groups, so we will be having 2 bingos and 2 car washes, while we've already had our first bingo. Our first car wash will be next Thursday, that's July 20th.
Okay. So the students are ready and willing to do some odd jobs, obviously.
More than willing, actually.
Okay. And have you got a list of people that want jobs done, or?
As of today, there's about 7 employers that want work done. Most are seniors, wanting like house cleaning, grass cut, painting done.
Okay.
With that, we provide the students free of charge to the seniors, widows, or organizations, as long as they provide the supplies.
Okay. So, for example, if somebody wanted their fence painted, they would provide the paint
and brush.
Okay. And do they have a time limit? Does each student have a time limit to, say, for example, students will only get 2 jobs or 3 jobs, depending?
It depends on how many hours each student have.
Oh, okay.
Okay, for bingo, say if they sold $100 in bingo cards, then
Yeah.
they would have to work $100 off within hours.
Okay.
That could be 20 hours, so each person, that individual would have to work 20 hours off in order to get their money.
Okay, okay, so that's how it's done up.
Yeah.
So as you have a fundraiser,
Each
depending...
fundraiser, you get some money from it. Like, you
And
got to
you-
work it off in hours in order to get your money. It's not
Okay.
handed over to you.
Okay, say for example, now your first group is how many in each group?
There's 12 in the first one and 11 in the second
Okay,
one.
so 12 people in the first group. The money that you raise from the bingo, for example, will be divided up amongst those 12 people?
No, what we did, each person is put into their own separate areas
Oh,
within the
okay.
community. So it
Okay.
gives each person the opportunity to get the same amount of money as the other person.
Okay.
And from there, what money they make is their own money, and the hours that they work off is
Okay.
deducted from their money they made.
Okay, so I thought what you did was you'd have a fundraiser and the money would be divided up. But if a student raises $100 and somebody else only raises 20, that's how
No.
it works.
That motivates the individual to work
Okay.
more.
Okay.
If
yeah.
they know what money they make by selling bingo cards as their own, it motivates them to try and sell more.
Okay, okay. So that way you got the students doing equal amount and not somebody saying, well, you know, it's going to be divided up anyway, so if I only sells $10 worth of bingo cards, that's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Oh, that's a good idea. And you got 2 car washes and another bingo coming up.
Yep.
Okay. So if there's somebody out there now who wanted a student, how can they go about?
All they have to do is contact me at the outreach office.
Yeah.
From there, I would assign a student, depending on who they want, if they want a male or a female.
Yeah.
Or if not, they probably don't even need to specify who they want. And from there, they just let me know on a time and a date of when they want the student, and from there, I'll just take over from there. All they have to do is sign a piece of paper stating how many hours that the person and work for them.
Okay, very good. Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome, Marie.
On Thursday, we visited the A.J. Matthews Elementary School Environmental Camp. When we arrived, the students were doing activity sheets. This group was working on what's in the landfill. They had to find things like plastic jars, rubber tires, a ski, and metal containers. This group was coloring a picture of an octopus and a toucan. They worked on this butterfly with the words, "I promise to leave nothing but these footprints when I explore the environment," written on it. The students' own footprints formed the wings, and then they decorated their project. They learned how the food chain works by playing games like this one. Pipe cleaners are the worms, and these students with the brown paper bags are the grasshoppers eating the worms. These students are shrews eating the grasshoppers. When the shrew catches the grasshopper, he takes the brown paper bag, but they have to watch out for the hawk. When the game is over, they look to see who has the poison worms, which means you didn't win. If the hawk caught you, you didn't win. If the shrew caught you, you didn't win. The winners were the students who didn't have orange pipe cleaners or poison worms. Through experiments, they learned the effects of oil spills on a bird. The students also do water activities. For example, they discover that we waste this much water when our tap is dripping. This is an hour and 20 minutes worth of water. Jordan Sims explains this poster to us.
Example that should say,
Domesticated.
domesticated.
What that mean?
That means you should stay stay with somebody or something. And this one is one that the wild animals. Wild animals. That's the ones that shouldn't stay.
Why not? Do you think they make good pits?
No, they won't.
Yeah. What about the ones in the middle?
The ones in the middle need or.
Either or.
Because I go for home.
So you got goldfish on, yeah.
And then that's it.
Okay, so you're having a good time at your camp, at the environmental camp? Yeah, you're enjoying it, are you? That's good. Thanks, Jordan. Air pollution is another topic they cover. In this activity, the students cover the leaves with Vaseline and place them in different areas of the school to catch the dust and dirt, to see how much pollution is in the air we breathe. The students seem to be having fun while learning about the environment. We would like to thank the students and workers for letting us film all their fun. Stay with us for Off the Rack, the community events, and the BBS Playbill, all after this.
Physical activity! Get it right! Physical activity! Get it right! Physical activity! Get it right!
Attention, attention. It's time for some action. At school or at home, hey, you got to be moving. Attention, attention, it's time for some action. At school or at home, hey, you've got to be moving. Sports are here to keep you in shape, and enjoying good health is not harder than playing. A little fresh air, healthy way of eating. These are the keys to exploring the horizons. If you ask me, well, physical activity lets you go through a whole school day easily. Be part of it, do something for your body. Go outside, let your lungs have a party. Healthy body brings out the healthy spirit. Physical activity, you can't live without it.
Off the Rack. This week as we scanned our tape rack, we came across a tape of when Ayers Hill officially became a one-way road. Let's look back to July 1989.
The one-way sign is the first thing one notices when proceeding to drive up Ayers Hill. And this is the beginning of the new extension. The road is also a little bumpy as well as being steep, and we filmed the ride down to let you get the feel of things. As you can see from this point of view, it is quite steep. And next week we're going to try and talk with a few people who live on Ayers Hill to find out what they think about the new road.
And I'll be here again in 2 weeks' time with This Week in Review. For This Week in Review, I'm Marie Rose. Good night and God bless.